So welcome everyone to the VTalks podcast. So here, myself Ritika, I'm your host for today. And today we have Dean Pep sir, who will be our guest, and we'll be talking about various topics and all. So welcome on podcast, sir.
Hello.
So and thank you so much for coming. So
I'm glad to be here.
Yeah. So right now we want just start with the small icebreakers. So let's start. If you were not in tech or not even in the field of education, what exactly would you like to do, or would you be doing right now?
I would be with my own company. I'll be running my own company. I've been running several companies in the past. That's the only thing I would be doing.
Okay. So
otherwise, I would be in the army. Who knows?
So what exactly company that you would like to start off?
Well, technology for sure. That's the thing. All companies I've been involved have been all times technology, recommender systems, virtual currencies, blockchain things. Yes, these are my passion, and yeah, I love running companies.
So you told that you love technology a lot. So what is exactly one thing that your students don't know about you and would be love to know about you right now?
About me?
Yeah, about you.
About my past, about my...
Anything that's something about you that you would love your students to know about you?
Well, the point is that I'm old, nearly 60 years old, but I still have my blood. It still is
Active and young.
Hot. Say I like projects. I like challenges, and that's my passion. So every time when say something that you cannot do this, why not? And then I just do it. That's the thing.
So since you're talking about your young and all, how was young Pep in college, and was he kind of a rebel student, or was he a bookworm, or a startup kind of a guy? What kind of guy was you in your college studies?
I was curious. I wanted to know everything all the time. That was the rule. That after we're talking about 40 years ago. So remember that was my drive. Was always trying to be exposed as many experiences as possible across the university. Not only learning the curricula, but dancing, or going to international cooperation, or going for projects, or all type of things that make me feel that I was learning. And for sure, sometimes I had to rebel. Sometimes it happened. This happened because when you're curious and you try things and failure as well. So I failed several times. I risked again. Yeah, this is all what happened in those years.
So what is one memory of your college, even still now, you cherish a lot?
At the time, well, the most let's imagine when I come from a country that there were a lot of political demonstrations. Yes, sure. Those demonstrations claiming for better funding, better conditions. These are one of the things I at the time I was much more proud participating with. And particular things. Yeah, every day was something happening. So I cannot tell anything specific because it's. I can remember times when I was in the residence. In that years, I was not living in my campus. Was not residential campus like this. No? But I was living something like 20 kilometers far, and in the residence as well, I had plenty of sports, plenty of competitions. So my first exposure to, for example, going to Paris for competition, that was my first big impression, being under the Eiffel Tower competing, playing basketball was amazing. And and back to the university when I met first time, that physics that was sitting on a wheelchair, about this physics, this name?
No idea.
Do you know any of this big physics that created the black holes theory?
Stephen Hawking. Okay.
Stephen Hawking, right? So I met him. Wow. So thank you guys, because 40 years ago, you have better memory than me. So yes, I met him, and it was impressive seeing that guy there. Talking to me, that was in the position with the computer, everything, and having this conversation. Really, I was impressed.
Wow, so you've lived in Spain, you worked in Spain, then the US, Switzerland, and now in India.
Yes.
So what made you say yes to Woxsen?
Initially, India was not in my radar. I was, as usual, doing my activities in America, Europe, Switzerland, yeah, Europe as well. But then it happened that I met Raul, my vice president, and he spoke about a project he has here in India. And it's India, so I had to say, wow, there? So, because I was just heading west, I had to head east. He was telling me about the project, about the university and challenge. I remember, said, I need this school to move to the next level. Can you do it? Yes, I can. So that's so again, don't put me a challenge because then I feel like obliged to. And so, perhaps he knew how to convince me, and he did it the right way. So I'm here.
So how different is student life compared to India and Europe?
Student in India.
Yeah.
Well, here at Woxsen is Western standard, so it's literally no difference. No? Okay. Campus, residential campus where you have all activities and all your life, not only curricula but extracurricular, heavy presence of sports, everything. This is the same, right? So I've been now visiting in the outreach a number of places in India. Yeah, there are a little bit of difference. And but again, from academy across the world are getting similar. So the standards are getting homogenized. Yeah, that's getting. We are not there here yet, but here we have some advantages. So remember that the emerging countries have some values that in some Western countries have been a little bit lost. So here the difference is that here we can find passion. There is passion as well there is talent, but now talent comes from countries like this, and this is the difference, right? The only thing is pushing it, shake, making the wake-up call. And that's the only thing. I'm awakening people here. That's the only thing I'm doing.
So like, you're coming to your part, so you're more interested in blockchain, AI and all. So many people listening to these terms get very overwhelmed. So if you had to explain to a first year student, how do you explain the term blockchain and AI? How do you explain them and get them interested on the topic?
Well, under now scheme of Polaris, I would not explain, but I would make them create and prepare, write a blockchain. Anyway, just here's an interview. So blockchain is for securing your information, securing your assets, securing your what is most important to you. Initially was a Bitcoin. Now there are many things that are becoming digital. Everything now and soon in the decade will be only the digital version will be available. So this blockchain comes for helping that this information is not hampered, that you have Bitcoin, your balance is not tricked, is not changed. So this is the virtue of blockchain. Comes to the rescue for saving your assets, digital assets. Then there is AI. AI is a method, is a technique. In fact, AI, we have a lot of AI techniques like helping us remember things, enhancing memory, enhancing reasoning, logical reasoning. These all were powered by hand, by our minds, for augmenting our intelligence. So initially, AI was like something like augmented AI, augmented intelligence, AI. But now, with the machines, with the computers, these methods are digitized. So they are moving from paper to computers, and this is AI. So all methods that initially were conceived for expanding, augmenting our intelligence, now become artificial intelligence. Yes, so this is a little bit the approach. Methods then, endless. Many methods, but this have in common, to augment, to expand our intelligence.
Yeah. You've worked on digital money and smart cities, right? So
Yeah.
how exactly does that work on real day or everyday activities?
Virtual currency, virtual money, we have it already. You are the most you are paying cashless.
Yes.
That's digital. Then there is one step forward that is virtual currencies, and is when you adopt blockchain to, instead of having a central bank or whatever bank that is managing your money, then you have a technology that without banks, your money. And it takes for the remember blockchain is it cannot be hampered with information. Your balance is always, your money is always yours, unless you're using other types of money that could be of the control of government. So there are many possibilities. The virtual currencies is what they call programmable money. So that, this is already happening, and in a decade will be everybody moving entirely on this new digital money.
What exactly can you give us one differentiation between digital money and virtual money? Like how exactly can we understand it?
They are all digital.
Okay.
The only difference that's virtual is decentralized, right? And then it means that you have new properties. For example, we can talk about sovereign control on your money because your assets are yours, and as well that this money being programmable means that you can, for example, give money under conditions, for example, a donation that only could be expended under certain conditions. For example, only expendable for local businesses, or only expendable for positive, positive discrimination for women. So this, you give money only to women, for example. No, these type of things could be introduced with virtual, and you are the sovereign. You are the one imposing the rules. Digital, as a general category, could be controlled, centralized, could be any of types.
Okay, so do students need to be tech experts or innovate, or like what can they do something to make a difference?
For doing what?
In technology, do students only need to be a tech expert or an innovator? Are there any other possibilities that they can go forward to if they are taking any technology stream?
Well, technology is in the air. Technology is everywhere. AI is in the air, so you can't avoid it. So the thing is that true. There are so many things to be done, so many needs in the market that are ill-served. That some knowledge of business or some understanding of market is good for BTech technology students. As well, those who are doing BBA as well need to have some knowledge of technology. Specialization is necessary, otherwise the teams would be not efficient if you are not specialized.
Yes.
But the thing is that you have technology, you have an asset, but there are two ways of dealing with technology. One is push. I have a great piece of technology. I want to show everybody that is so good, so great, but perhaps nobody understands. That's the most likely case when you just push, because the maturity of the adoption of web technology requires at least 18 months, several months of adoption. But when you go from a need that there are so many that are ill-served, and then you create the solution, then you may have much more better acceptance to the market. And that's the balance you need. So always advising BTech, if you cannot do it yourself, team with others so that you can have this complementary background and help you run faster. Remember, going alone, you go faster.
Yes.
But when you start with the needs of the market, you need to go with others to go deeper and farther. That's the point.
Yeah, so you've worked on various other projects as well. So one project that you would like to share with us, which gave you like so much knowledge, at the same time you learned a lot from the project.
I have running more than 100 projects in my life, but one project I'm proud. It's blockchain. This is my specialty. So in rewarding waste management.
Wow.
This is about the name is Recyclos, Reciclos.com, Recyclos.com. 10 million users that are running this daily or weekly in recycling aluminium, plastic PET, and other fractions like waste and iron, whatever, and crystal. So this is the thing is that you are rewarded. It means that you receive some tokens that they are recyclers, and then you can redeem in an open market of thousands of third parties that are happy to receive those tokens. So with this, we create new markets that's called waste management, and it's called waste valorization, giving to the waste that you here in India are just throwing here, plastic here and there. You're throwing money. Have you ever thrown money? Do you throw money?
We do.
So why do you throw a bottle of plastic? So why do you throw a can? So when it's money, you keep it, you recycle it, and then you're rewarded. So all the rewarding system has been created with this blockchain platform that now is 10 million. Soon will be several tens of millions. That's Europe, it's smaller than India. Let's imagine if it was applied here, being just 30 times larger country.
You have like so many other subscribers as well.
And so many that were interested in not throwing, and this will be the impact. It's not only the reward for you, it's converting the plastic and the aluminium and other prime products into prime matters that are there, and you can recycle and create new products. You don't need to go mining, you have it in your country. And as well, reducing the pollution that, as you know, is a matter not only for land, that goes finally, is bad for our health. Plastic, microplastics, that's very, very bad. As well, you throw it to the sea. So imagine the impact. I'm happy, that's why I'm glad, I'm happy. For the adoption, we started with 10 users in the beginning, which was my team. I said, you all use this. And then we'll be growing, and now I stopped the growth of this project when I achieved my first 500,000 users, but then it was transferred and other companies now are running and taking to the next level.
That's really amazing, sir. So coming back to Woxsen's life, so what is the something that, or like what's the one thing that you enjoyed the most doing with your students here?
This challenging, again, it's about, look, we have these projects, we have these needs, we have this technology, you're exposed to this technology, and then challenging. Let's try to do new remittance systems with extra bonus for according to segmented populations. Let's work with new bonded systems for certificates or diplomas. Let's work with new privacy systems, especially now that there will be deepfakes. So securing information that will be telling that you are you and not somebody else. That is happening on the social networks. Well, endless channels, endless challenges. So this is the thing. I give exposure to this technology, then I do a little push. Say go. These are the needs. Go, and then trying to get them hooked. Whatever product, perhaps they go longer for what I call the funnel of innovation, 18 months, and then perhaps they create their first company or their own patents and things, but especially if they are curious and then by themselves they find a better application that they want to expose. Okay, for sure, proposing this doesn't mean these are the best applications. These are just some applications I came across. They are endless. So this is what I expect from my students. My juniors, by the way, remember that in the adoption of Peplluis, we are making students, we transform them into our trainees. So like the big four, like Accenture, like Deloitte, or like PricewaterhouseCoopers, all these companies. Anyone? Which one is that? Any of these companies? Well, the big four is consultancy, and of course, endless makers. So then they work with trainees, with other juniors. We can call you trainees because we are not a consultancy. We are a university, so now the equivalent name is junior scholars, or our juniors. So this transformation means that you are young, but you're capable. And the other thing is exposure to technology, and then
go.
Push, make you push.
So, like as we were talking, you mentioned about how deepfakes have been like very common nowadays, right?
Yes.
So, like, can you talk about it and how can we prevent it with the blockchains and AI?
All right. This is one of the proof of concepts that will be assigned in this year in the subject. Because I was talking recently this week with one of the companies in Europe that wants to create a proof of concept and then do whatever business they want to do with that. So we'll make an agreement. And yes, the challenge is with AI now. There's a lot of content, text, visual, picture, and all noise or sound that is being generated by AI. So this is polluting the social network. The content there, it's polluting. Still, there's not much pollution, but like we're talking about the waste, the plastic in the sea, that 50 years ago was not a problem. Now it's polluted. So this is now we are still in the beginning, but at this going so fast, in 5 to 10 years we'll be heavily polluted. So one of the consequences, there are many, but one in this project is talking about is, okay, what will happen when you have multiple versions of you, but they are not you, they are deepfakes. And in embarrassing situations, even in compromising situations, or even in dangerous situations. So there are two ways to approach. One is trying to clean up this content. That will be one possibility. Another possibility is about, okay, how you check what is the real you.
Like, you know how to check yourself.
You know how to check. So what you do is, you in a vault, that's blockchain, you upload there the images of you that are certified by you, that you say, okay, this is me. And then you can train the systems to check out there and trying to chase about the fake content, because we have a reservoir, a vault of what is the real view.
Yes.
So this is one example of concrete application of these technologies. And like this will be a series for visual, multimodal, visual, audio, text, whatever is mails, posts, whatever is about you.
Sir, so contributing to that, there's a little bit controversy going on, which I would like to take your comment over.
Okay.
So recently, many people are using ChatGPT to convert their images into various forms of art, as Ghibli art, or even to any other sort of styles.
Uh-huh.
Right? So, would you say that is safe, or what is your comment over it? Like they're using ChatGPT to convert their pictures, and they're uploading their direct images over the AI. So, what is your comment over that?
This is part of the generation. These are endorsed by you because you say you want these images to be applied, these filters and things applied on you the same way you work makeup. So it's like a digital makeup.
Yes.
Okay. Question is again is how we'll use this information. You're using these platforms where you license your content to them, and then you lose control. So today is a good thing to have this digital makeup. It's fun. But this is what I was talking about, the pollution. So this is the source of pollution that unavoidably will have content with your image over there without your control. So typically, if this might happen, will happen for sure. So we need to take care of this. Use it because we are living the times we are living. These are dangerous times, right? So we need to live with it. But of course, we need to develop this. There is, as I was mentioning, this is a need, a hidden need, still ill-served, that we need to get ready. And that's why I suggest this type of project, exploratory and speculative by nature, that will run in the following. I hope this juniors will be taking for several semesters and months, and they will, in 2 or 3 years we'll have the great technology that will help people. So yes, don't worry, we'll have blockchain, and us juniors here, Woxsen, our Woxsenites, our BTech students, our university, all across the schools will come to the rescue. So be safe.
So here, like nowadays, we see that many students are losing hope about the future, and they're unable to decide what choice and all.
Wow.
So what is your message to them?
No way. No way.
There are so many students who are like.
Show me, who are they? I want to talk to them.
Today we spoke to 2 students. Yeah, like they are not having proper choice or like a clarity about what exactly they want to take. So,
Okay.
in your words, what would you like to tell them?
Okay, this will happen for sure. There are two sources or several sources of unclarity. One is because there are so many things happening that you can understand what's happening. Other source is the main source is you have so many options that you don't know what to. So let's work out the 2 aspects about options. It's our mission to receive the exposure to all the possibilities. So this is not like a clarity. These are options. Then it's a matter of how you decide. So this is not like a clarity. This is because there are abundant options.
Yes.
So if these options exist, this unclarity is welcome, because this only thing is to take some time to decide where to go. So yes, I introduced some modifications, what I call the employability tracks, starting semester 5, so that I force the BTech students and soon across the whole university to choose a path of employability. If you want to go into industry, you want to go to create a startup, a company, or you want to go for public services, or you want to do higher studies, at least to start reducing this uncertainty in terms of focus. So this is the solution, increasing purpose. But the other thing is about the lack, all this risk, all this menace, this AI that is threatening these threats. So yes, we need to go for transformation. The more and more AI will be tackled programming. This AI system will be programming as good as freshers.
Yes.
This is now happening. So yes, we need to adopt this. We need to learn programming because it's like learning English, or like these are skills that we need to learn. We need to read and write code to understand technology, but then of course about skills. So clarity, work on your skills means work in teamwork and become a builder. You are providing solutions. If you become a builder, the threats will be disappear, will be fading, right? So they will be the recipes. Then it's your the work of you guys to take these opportunities and yeah. But anyway, every time there's always myself at the time when I was fourth year of the year, I didn't know where I was going. I was going to the army, but I started the academy. I was working for higher studies as a PhD, and then I was thinking to go into industry. So yeah, because of abundant opportunities, I was not clear because I wanted everything. And sometimes we need to dare to risk to choose. So it's a matter of choice.
Yeah, so you told that you went through many failures, you saw many ups and downs.
Yes.
So what's one such moment, or like let's say a series of moments, or like one failure that taught you a lot about you?
In academics? Or
yeah, maybe in academics.
Well, my life is long, so I will keep on academics. So in academics, yes, first semester, I failed all subjects except one. Only one I passed. So I said, wow. That's true that in my school, engineering school, those years, the policy was very strict. So there were very few that we passed. But yeah, I felt, wow, I'm so incapable. As an anecdote, they claimed that nobody was able to pass the exams. Even God, in Christians we have a God there. Even God, in a scale of 0 to 5 grades, could achieve only 4.95, not even 5. That was a joke. But the thing is that it was difficult. I had to work on, this challenge again. That's why. And then is when I thrive. I didn't know what, but in the end of in those years, 5 years, not for like now. And my first fifth year when I finished, ceremony of awards, and then they called my name, and it happened. I was the third of my promotion. This is my promotion of we were about 300 at the time. So yes, I started failing nearly everything, and to become the third of my promotion. It happened, but it means that the failure is part of the path. So you have purpose, you have passion, you have resilience. Yeah, you will make it sooner or later. So it's good to fail. Is not too bad. It's not final. Success is not for everyone as well.
So, like, since you're talking about AI and machines and all, so a small question I would ask. So, if you had a time machine, you would go back to your 20-year-old self,
yes.
What the advice that you would give from now, Pepsa, to back when you were 20-year-old? What is one advice that you would like to give to that person?
How long is the post?
20 years back, like
no, that's
when you were 20 years old.
Like a tweet of 150 characters or a long post? Well, how much bandwidth I should explain the message?
It's up to you, like whatever you would like to tell them.
Well, I will be brief because otherwise I will say so many things that I would overwhelm my younger me and say, okay, leave me alone, no? But I would say, yeah, trust your guts, trust more your guts. I would say, we have, our evolution. We have the primary guts, our inner, our me, our inner I, ego, and then we have rational. The rational is the thing we're training at university. The other is wired. It's something that we have built in. And it's worth trying to trust more your guts, your inner, because the rational is so strong that sometimes we don't let our guts thrive. And so I had much more intuition in things that I didn't believe. So this is what is called shortly or briefly believe in you, believe in yourself. And of course there's effort, there's failures, there's everything. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself in your inner God. What you feel can be achieved. This will be my main message. Don't panic. Go. You'll do it. This will be my brief. You have to say a few words.
Yes. So, like, what would you say one thing to the students to be focused today and get ready for tomorrow? What is that one thing?
Today is precisely this. Become a builder. That's the priority. And the way to become a builder is building.
Yes.
So problem, solution, on a continuous basis.
Yes.
And get addicted to this. It's the only thing that you will thrive. Because this is what is demanded now. This is what the market, not only market, society needs these guys. And then, apart from this, many more skills for sure. But this is the primary passion for sure. And And then teamwork, because all these conditions are very difficult to be kept all your life, so you need somebody to take the relief, the lead. So you are able to work in teamwork, somebody that can push, and then you go in team, and then you take. And all this shifting should be happening. So you get these two things, that you have your engine that is so well fed with this passion, this idea, this purpose, and you are building continuously. Then you get, I think that you will say, okay, then give me things, or you say, even yourself, you will not expect. You'll not wait for having problems being proposed. You will be choosing. You will be searching for solutions. And then recognizing that we are not perfect, that we need to work in teams, so that this leadership could be shared. And then, yes, this will be the way to try. That will be my next main message.
So like we have like short rapid fire questions for you.
All right.
So you just need to answer in short.
Short. What is short?
Short, maybe
1 word,
like
2 words, 3 words?
a sentence.
A sentence.
A sentence, maybe certain answers can depend upon the question.
That means to be synthetic.
I mean, they're like really short, like basically. Okay, let's start.
Let's try.
So, what's your favorite campus memory ever?
Campus, of this campus?
No, from your college.
Oh, my college.
Yes.
Yes, the very first day when I arrived, that was huge campus. That was like this. In my university was 5 times the size of this at Woxsen, and yeah, this was the big impression. So, wow, I'm in university. No, I can't die here. This was my first.
So, one book that every student should read.
Well, talking about this passion and purpose, one book I like is like very much an advice. I don't know if there's the English version. For sure, it exists. It's about the good luck.
Okay.
Good luck.
Good luck.
But it's called the good luck. It means it's not just the good luck by chance.
It's like good luck.
It's the luck that comes after you try and you're moving and you're trying, and then you create circumstances to thrive. So this is the type of the good luck after you are working out your own destiny. This is when only luck comes when you're trying.
It's like when you try and try until you succeed.
Yes, so the luck will come, sometimes sooner, sometimes later, but normally luck comes. This is the type of book. So it's good to see, because it's a very simple book, very self-help recipes, things. Yeah, I advise this one.
So we have one silly question here.
Beaches
of Spain or streets of Hyderabad? What would you choose?
Where?
Beaches of Spain
Why?
or streets of Hyderabad?
There's no match. They chose Spain. So no doubt. So yeah. I'm so sorry, but 100 million visitors could not be wrong. So they were receiving 100 million. So ask them. What can I say? It's just I refer to them.
So since the time you've been in India, what's your favorite Indian food so far?
Well, biryani, that's a good one. The biryani, chicken biryani. That's closer to my paella, and that I find again. No? I think it's good.
Did you try any other sweets or
I
something?
try sweets, yes, and coffee and tea and everything. I'm trying. I'm curious, but then of course I'm now reducing my set of places that I like best.
Yeah, a language that you wish you could know fluently.
Apart from English, you mean, no? Yeah. Well, I would like to know Sanskrit.
Wow.
Yes, to know. I tried to produce a disc of music of Sanskrit, of modern songs in Sanskrit, and I had to. My knowledge is very poor, so I had to use Gen AI to help me, and yeah, I created a disc, but I wish I knew more fluently Sanskrit, because it's the origin. Remember that India, to Western countries, is the cradle, the distant cradle of our language.
Yes.
Because our language are Indo-European, so from India, and as well our religions are coming from the Oriental. It comes from here. Many of the gestures we have, like Christianism, comes from the Namaste, or many other. The trilogy of things come from the 3 divinities of here. So and Sanskrit was, I said, the very cradle, even of Latin, of our language. So I'm curious. I would like to have this no more.
So your favorite professor or mentor growing up?
What?
Your favorite professor or mentor growing up?
Well, I said I have a long life, so I have a few of them. Two, let's just say one or two. Well, I have one Spanish, one American. Let's keep with this two. And the American is Polish origin, but American because in America everybody is foreigner in the academia. Huh? And but the Spanish one, I will tell you as an anecdote, is Javier Serrano. Is this case I was telling when I was a student and I started failing all subjects and then I became successful. He didn't notice me. I was impressed. I wanted to do his subject. But even 2-3 decades later, he couldn't. Even now, when I'm talking to him, still he can't remember. He can't remember that I was his student.
Wow.
And why I'm talking about his case? Because I was talking again about passion. Look, I have this project here, and you were a professor of me. What? You're my student? I can remember you. Yes. And then talking, and say, look, I'm doing this project. Why don't you come here and help me? And say, what? Coming to India? And now he's coming. He's joining us next month or September the latest.
So your professor is going to be our professor soon.
Yes, here. So as an anecdote, yes, because you have this bond or this feeling, but he can't remember me. But yeah, that's an example. What does it mean, passion? He made me a big signal, despite I didn't make it with him. And now, yes, I talk about the project, and he was curious and said, okay, why not? Let's do it. And that's why.
So, since we're speaking about your professor and all, so if you had one superpower, what would it be?
Superpower? Well, I thought that only women had superpowers. So about me, well, I would be like I'm what's called a leader, a natural leader in crisis situations. So when everything is smooth, I'm absent. When there's mess, then I'm the leader to say what's wrong here. Let's do it. Let's say it. So I feel attracted.
So everyone comes to you when they're in crisis, or
when there's crisis, I like being I'm curious and say what's wrong here. Let's do it. So yeah, I'm not a leader in crisis or panic situations.
Yeah. So one movie or a show that you recommend to your students.
Oh, well, this I will fail for sure. I like a movie. I like one is in Italian Cinema Paradiso. Cinema Paradiso. I don't know how to spell it in English. Cinema. Paradise. But in Italian, Paradiso. All right, and that's nostalgic. You want to start crying from the beginning to the end of the movie because it's a romantic movie about nostalgia, about cinema, and about the eternal subjects, love, and all. Yeah, so it's fun. So I would suggest. I said, you want to cry, you will cry for sure. All 90 minutes for crying.
Okay, so if your life was a book, what would you give a title for it?
A book?
Yeah.
Well, good question. I'm writing a book, and so I would give a real title. Is who sings? Sorrow swings.
Wow.
Right?
Who sings?
Sorrow swings. So yeah, of course, we have up and downs in life. Sure, we have doubts, we have everything. Yeah, but we can handle, and singing is one of the ways. So yes, who sings? Sorrow swings.
So last question. One thing you still want to learn?
Oh, I still to learn so many things. So only one. Yeah.
You can name them, sir.
Yes, how to manage my time. My time don't belongs to me. Doesn't belong to me. That's the thing. How to manage my time? Still at my 60s, I'm running short of time, and I've wished the day had 45 hours instead of 24, and the weeks should be of 10 days, and the months of 50 days instead of 30, and the years of 2,000 days instead of 300. Yes, I wish I had more time. That's so how to handle this time I have, because it's short for everybody. Short to me, short for you, short for everybody. So we need really how to optimize. This is something that makes us all the same. We can have more skills, we can have or less skills, more wealth, less wealth, more knowledge, less knowledge, but we all have the same time. So that's one of key still missing things to improve, make.
So
let imagine, I'm 60.
Yeah. So before we close the podcast, one last question. if every student listening to this podcast remembers just one thing from you, what should it be?
Build or perish. Huh? Try to, become a builder. Huh? That will be. If you can remember something of me, remember this. Huh? The society, the industry, everybody needs you to become a problem solver. Somebody who makes a difference in society, in your environment, perhaps making them happy, perhaps making them wealthy, perhaps making them empowered. And it's on you. You can't alone kind of do it, but it starts from you. As Gandhi says, make the change in the world for yourself that you want to be changed, right? So, well, that's it. No?
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir, for so much information. I mean, like, we got to know about your life, how were you, and how did you evolve yourself, and we got to learn so many things about AI and blockchain, and as well as, I mean, like, I'm from science background, so I have no clue, and like, I got to know some basic inputs for my future as well. So yeah, thank you guys for watching the podcast, and we'll get back to you next week with another professor, and stay tuned.